A scam warning about a phone call that is blanketing the Upstate. It claims to be from the U.S. Treasury Department and threatens you with a court summons.
Many of you contacted us about this, so we checked with the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs, and we found out it's a widespread problem right here in our area. Diane Lee explains how this works and why you should never call back in this 7 News Consumer Watch.
And I'm calling regarding an enforcement action executed by U.S. Treasury.
When Blanche and Don McLaughlin got a call from the U.S. Treasury, they knew right away it was a scam.
They threatened with, if you don't reply or answer, you'll appear before a magistrate or a grand jury for a federal criminal offense.
What was most concerning to them and others was that the scammers called back with a second warning.
It was kind of like a threatening, like if we didn't know better, we would call because we would be afraid that we would actually be served with papers or such.
That fear sparked 70 scam reports to the South Carolina Department of Consumer Affairs last week alone, and several to 7 News.
That's when I called you guys. I said, let somebody else call this number and find out what's going on here.
7 News discovered each returned call cycles through different types of scams that all try to get your personal information. Some claim you've misdialed and offer bogus life insurance or a free cruise. Why should you not call back?
Well, what we want is you don't want to get on the list to start with, but you maybe already be on that list. And so they'll just start calling you even more.
If you do get one of these scam calls, it's really important to report it to the U.S. Treasury. We found out they add the numbers to their database, look for investigative leads, and even work with the carrier to terminate service to that number.
The Treasury also says these scams tend to blanket the area before moving on, so warn your friends not to call back.
Whoever's on the other end of that phone is a professional and you're not, and they will have you pouring your heart out and you won't even know it.
Call back on.
In Spartanburg, Diane Lee, 7 News.
Well, we